is Subway Art. In today's video, we're going to show you how to mix up your stamps, combining our Cheers stamps with the Tim Holtz Blueprint cocktails, and we're going to show you a state fair example on a scrapbook layout. So you will love how you can take your stamps and mix them up and make something fun and new. Welcome to our Tuesday technique video for this week. We are going to work on some Subway art. Kind of a cool thing where there's words and images and they go all different directions, and we're going to show you how to do that with your stamps. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to set up a card kind of like this using our Iowa Delight and Greetings from Iowa. We're going to just mix them all up. Do this on a block, but it's nice to do it on a stamp position. My card set in here, and then I have my 2 sets of stamps, and I'm just going to kind of lay them out. No ink on these right now, so I'm not going to hurt my card, although I do recommend you try it with a piece of scratch paper, a little sample card, just to test what you're doing and make sure that you have things where you want, and to make sure that things are going the right direction. Learned that the hard way earlier. After I get them all arranged, then I put the lid down, are attached to the lid of my stamp positioner, and I'm adding some black archival ink, and then I'm going to just shut it. I open the lid, and look at what I have, this fun little card front. Here's one that's laid out a little bit different, but it still has the black ink, and we've added the twine. Here's one that we actually did for a make and take, where we did kind of an ombre effect with the rainbow and blues and greens and all kinds of fun colors. This one's really cool, and it's a little tricky, and I'll show you why, and I'll show you how to make it. We're combining the mini blueprints with the cocktails from Tim Holtz, and we're going to use our Cheers set of stamps from Memory Bound, which have some really cool sayings on them that I love. Now you'll notice the Cheers stamps are a silicone, and the Tim Holtz stamps are actually a rubber with a cushion on them. That means that when I'm using my stamp positioner, I'm going to have 2 different thicknesses. Picking off the stamps that I want to use, and I'm doing all wine, and there's 4 different stamps that have to do with wine on his set, and there's 4 different stamps that have to do with beer, and there's 4 stamps with other miscellaneous cocktails. Okay, so here's the trick when you have 2 different thicknesses of stamps. I like to lay on the big pieces first, so I'm going to lay them on my card here that I have set up in my MISTI. I think I'm going to put a glass of wine there. Go ahead and put in my words, and I love this Age to Perfection. And I don't have any ink on my stamps, so I can move them around. I don't have to worry about smearing. Okay, why limit happy to 1 hour? I think I have everything where I want it. So what happens is I'm going to close the door. My cling stamps, which is great. Then I'm putting my other stamps, I'm just transferring them right over here. And you can see on this one, there's something wrong with this one right here. Can you figure it out? So if you just take it and remember to just flip it over. So I'm just taking it and flipping it right over, hopping it over to the other side. All my pieces are on my position. Some are a little taller than others. In the archival ink, I'm going to go ahead and ink this up just like this. Our big pieces first. This is the really cool part. See, 1-time stamp, and then I'm taking these off, and I'm putting my foam underneath, and then I'm putting my card right back where it was. And you know what? I can put my magnets right over the top of these images now because I'm not stamping on them. My words, and I close it, and ta-da! Everything came out just fine. If I want to add a little color, and I just used the purple markers and a green marker, a bit of glitter and purple Nouveau, and I'm ready to go. You use the stamp positioner, but you can also line your stamps up on a block. This one, I lined it up for the state fair, because this can be done on scrapbook layouts also. I lined it up on my block, and I stamped 3 times down the border of my page, and I have a really awesome layout. This one could go for any state fair, but we can even personalize it more with our Iowa stamp and add a little, I think I would probably want this bold one here so that Iowa really stands out. So have a crafty day, and give this a try. See what you have for stamps and get them mixed up and make something fun.